ball to fire.
Come on, baby.
and then like the tires are like were like 300 for the set. Like they're like $60 a pop tires.
Yeah. Blind girl.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's in the chat bragging.
Oh, and we're live now.
Hey everyone. Let's see who we got there.
Oh shit.
We got
okay,
Steven.
so that...
We got Steven.
Sorry.
Oh, you read it. It's your chat.
Okay, I was gonna say, so that's what happens when you don't pay attention to the start time. And I'm trying to load up my chat, and it loaded up yesterday's chat for some reason. All right. So we got a Stephen Rose, yo. We got M&Ms, so we already knew that. We got an Inked. We've got, well, Trucker's always here. We got a Bear. We got a Red Feather. We've got a Big Dro. We've got a Scotsman. We've got a Suit Yourself. Yo, what's up? Enjoy your lunch.
Oh shit! Oh shit! What up, Suit? Welcome to the show.
Hello, Suit.
Hello.
I called
G'day,
it Justin
Suit.
Trudeau won with a minority government, just as I predicted beforehand. You know, Big Dro, that's
Listen, just because you predicted it doesn't mean the election came out right.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I have to freaking like it. So yeah, just in case anybody didn't know, Justin Trudeau, another 4 years. Yay! I'm going to America. That's it.
Oh yeah, Nona. And it's right now that I am going to announce that for any Canadians, I am now offering my services to drive you across the border and get you the fuck out of Canada.
Well, I said this to someone when Trump became president. It's like forced anal sex. You just gotta bend over and take it for 4 years and hope that some new guy gets in later.
Yeah.
Is that an offer?
And so the only good thing that came of it, which by the way, sorry people have a cold, so I'm gonna sound like shit. But anyways, the only good thing that came from the Canadian elections last night is that the Liberals lost a shit ton of seats in the House. So now the Conservatives and the Liberals are like very close to the same playing field when it comes to power. So in order for the Liberals to really do anything, they're going to have to form that anti-conservative coalition that they were talking about. Now, normally it's just where minority governments, they all kind of band together to get stuff done, but they've actually now labeled it as the anti-conservative coalition, which is just ridiculous because it's just a coalition of governments to get what they want passed for mutual benefit. But they had to label it anti-conservative because they would, I don't know.
That just sounds, it'd be the same thing as, oh, we're going to form an anti-Jewish government.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know the reasoning behind it, but
I'm okay. Either way, I'm okay with it. Well, I'm okay with that, Green.
Actually,
and before disavow.
Well, no, it was interesting because I was actually talking to a conservative on Facebook, and they were trying to say that people are racist because they hate conservatives, which I kind of had to stop and reread what he wrote like 5 times before I was like, conservatism isn't a race. And then somebody's like, actually, it's mostly white people. And I'm like, conservatism isn't a race. It's a...
Technically, neither is being Jewish.
Actually, there is there
is ethnic Jews.
Ethnic Jews. And Inked also has a right. If any Canadians want a UK green card, I'm up for a fake wedding.
Yeah, it's like I said, the Liberals lost a bunch of seats. Interestingly enough, the Conservatives are so pissed that they might actually replace Andrew Scheer as the party leader, which I think is funny. And sad face, PPC lost the only seat that they had in government, so we don't know what the future of that party is going to be like because they don't have any seats, so they're probably just going to float into the ether of politics and do something else. But interestingly enough...
Hello, Gulf City Tom, and hello, Scotsman.
Yo, guys. Interestingly enough, Yaniv was like, haha, Maxime Bernier, you lost your 1 seat. You know, that's why you don't bully me. And I'm like, Oh yeah, because bullying you was totally the deciding factor of the election there, you narcissist. Which is a perfect segue. Because I have an article on the Yaniv thing. So for anybody that's not caught up on on the Jessica Yaniv horse shit,
Wait.
that is Canada.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I gotta go get something for this because this is a big reveal. Hold on.
Are you gonna go get an air horn? Please go get an air horn. Please just get the air horn.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I didn't open SoundPad because it's just lag from my potato computer.
He brought over half a drum kit.
All right, now I'm ready. We can go ahead and do this.
Like UKIP in the UK, probably. The PPC is probably going to disband at this point. But anyways, so Yaniv, for anybody that doesn't know, is the guy is the transgender predator that likes to have a period fetish, message young women, and ask them just personal, disgusting things in a very predatory fashion. And he's also known as the guy that was extorting in-home salon Sikhs to wax his genitalia. And so today...
let me do... Hold on, we need a drum roll for the big reveal. What?
Goddamn, white boys don't have rhythm.
No, and also I may or may not have broken the drum head earlier today.
Did you just not know how to drum or something? Did you just like...
I do know how to drum. Drum rolls, no. I didn't do marching band. I didn't do marching band. I just learned how to play the Ramones.
Okay, if you want to do a drum roll, you got to tighten your thumbs on your sticks.
Fuck that. That's too much work.
Yeah, getting drumming advice from a female. Anyways, so trans activist Jessica Yaniv filed genital wax complaints as a means of extortion, tribunal has ruled. So he lost. He lost everything.
Good.
Yaniv lost.
Yeah.
I love it.
Not only did Yaniv lose against like 10 people, he has to pay each of them $2,000.
Yes.
So, of course, Yaniv usually has...
So how many cases was that?
I will count them all again.
Schadenfreude is great.
I think it was close to 10. You know what, I'll just...
Damn.
Yeah, it was close to 10. And it was funny because she posted on the Twitters, oh, well, if you don't try, you don't succeed, right? And then nothing. And I'm like, wow, for someone who's always posting a bunch of horse shit, you're really quiet. It's like you got your ass handed to you or something. You blight on humanity. Like...
Are they going to give the whole ass-handing ceremony? There's like a nice dagger involved. You get a felt line case. Like, slice your ass off right there and hand it to you.
You know what? That would be amazing. And he has a huge ass to slice off. So, I mean, cake for everyone. So, anyways, in British Columbia, the Human Rights Tribunal has thoroughly dismissed all the cases against all the cases of transgender woman Jessica Yaniv, ruling her persistent complaints that female salon workers refused to wax his balls were part of a campaign to both enrich herself and extort South Asian people, whom she views as hostile to the rights of transgender people. So I'm actually surprised that the tribunal came to this conclusion because I did not trust them to be fair.
I am happy that the pseudo-government tribunal thing bullshit is not siding with, yes, we're going to force females to fondle your balls.
Yeah.
So my question is thoroughly dismissed just Canadian for laughed the fuck out of court.
Pretty much. Although you got to remember that the Human Rights Tribunal is a tribunal with no judge or jury. They review the file and they make their answer. You don't get a jury or anything. In effect,
So a legitimized kangaroo court.
yes. In effect, the tribunal found the respondents did not offer scrotum waxing to anyone, so they did not deny Yaniv a service in the first place. It also preferred the respondents' evidence wherever it conflicted with Yaniv, which was disingenuous and self-serving. Yaniv.
Where is the game line for this?
My question is this: what has Blair White said about it?
She hasn't said anything yet other than, ha ha ha, you've lost. Yaniv targeted small businesses, manufactured the conditions for a human rights complaint, and then leveraged that complaint to pursue a financial settlement from parties who were unsophisticated and unlikely to mount a proper defense, reads the new ruling. So they essentially, in nice terms, called him a fucking extortionist. Yaniv filed most of her, dozen complaints after booking appointments for Brazilian waxes with women who offer the service through Facebook. She would say she is transgender, then file a complaint with the women when the women said they were not willing to offer this service to a man. The BC Human Rights Code prohibits denial of service based on person's gender identity or expression. In one case, Yaniv was refused service over an online message app after requesting a waxing for her male parts. So she wrote back to ask if the esthetician was comfortable working around the string of a tampon. The tribunal found she likely did this to make the woman, a Sikh from India who testified she was not then aware of transgender women in general, feel uncomfortable or awkward for Yaniv's own personal amusement or as a form of revenge. So they're noticing malice. Good job, guys. I mean, I don't like the Human Rights Tribunal, but good job. I will praise you when you do something right for once. The ruling...
Credit where it's due.
Exactly. The ruling orders Yaniv to pay $6,000 in costs to 3 of her targets for improper conduct, including using human rights law as a weapon for extortion. It also brings to a close the bizarre public spectacle that exploded earlier this year when a publication ban was lifted on Yaniv's identity, as she had already publicly revealed it herself. I thought it was only $2,000. So yeah, $6,000. Oof.
Well, what's that in
that's
real
only
money?
$6,000. That's $6,000 to 3 of the people. If he had only had to pay $2,000 to all 12, that would have been a different story. That would have cost them more.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be fair. Oh, Yaniv is probably going to have some sort of GoFundMe and boo-hoo about, the human tribunal ordered that I had to pay all this money because they're doing this poor little trans and whatever.
I give it a week before the GoFundMe's up.
I bet you it's already up.
Yep.
Well, let's check.
The spectacle took the form of a vicious social media fight that set Yaniv, an information technology consultant with a history of aggressive and sexualized behavior, against a determined subculture opposed to the ideology of trans acceptance in both culture and law. Several right-wing media outlets covered the case feverishly, including the American conspiracy theorist Alex Jones.
Alex Jones is an American treasure.
Revealing
Yeah,
Yanev's flamboyant image, her history of creepy online behavior toward young girls, and her careless self-promotion, which included entering beauty pageants for young women. Which, by the way, Yanev has entered the same beauty pageant this year.
What?
Yeah, Yanev has entered a women's beauty pageant this year. It's gonna be just hilarious. After more than a year with limited public attention due to a publication ban on Yanev's identity by misdemeanor 2019, the case was all over the media.
Three-armed alien.
In Britain
Ow,
and
shit.
America. Unusual for a retail discrimination case in suburban Vancouver. This feverish media attention led to a violent confrontation between Yanev's mother and a reporter who approached them at Yanev's home. Oh, don't be an apologist. Hey, National Post. No. It wasn't a confrontation. They were assaulting reporters. No. Yanev's arrest of suspicion of brandishing a prohibited weapon, a taser, during an online video interview. She was not charged.
Wait, so
he broke a law.
wasn't she caught on film
Yes.
doing it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yet she was not charged. Damn, freaking a dude having female privilege. Oh, fuck.
I know, it's like men have learned how to wield the power of woman. I don't like this at all. Love me because vagina.
I mean, I guess it's closer to equal rights if men can still, if the men are getting off scot-free for doing random ass shit.
No, women should not have pussy privilege. That is mine.
So blind girl's the only one who gets special privileges because vagina.
Pussy privilege is mine, goddammit.
And don't forget to give our resident princess some money via streamlabs.com/blindgirl1.
Yes, because
Nice.
I am a pretty princess. Thank you, Green. You're so nice.
And Hero Cryptic.
Hello.
So one
Cryptic says Cryptic leaves a compliment on your thumb knuckle in the chat.
Oh, thank you, good sir. You're welcome to look at my thumb knuckle as much as you want.
Women shouldn't be a protected class. I agree. I agree. Women should not be allowed to vote. It's ridiculous.
No.
I feel like all this shit would be
count.
solved if women just weren't allowed to vote.
Do not diminish
Sorry, blind
the
girl.
power of vagina, okay?
Sorry, blind girl, but yeah, all this shit could have been prevented if we'd never given women the right to vote.
Fun fact: I still think it's funny that they get the right to vote, and why did they vote for the president they did? Because he looks good.
Power of my vagina. Anyways, okay, so one flashpoint, for example, was the conflict.
No, get back here! I'm going to kill you.
Between
Sorry.
Yanev and the writer Megan Murphy, which led Yanev to complain to Twitter about Murphy describing her as male, for which Twitter banned Murphy under its hate and harassment policy. Free speech activist Lindsay Shepherd was similarly temporarily banned. That episode has lately caused controversy in Toronto, where activists seeking to prevent Murphy from renting a library space for a talk have pointed to Twitter's decision as a reason she should be banned from speaking. No, Twitter should not be the arbiters of good people or bad people. Like, if you determine the quality of a person's character over Twitter and whether they're a good person and they deserve to speak because Twitter, I can't help you. You're a shallow person. You're terrible. Stop it. Let's see. The ruling by the tribunal, member Devin Kuzanu? I don't know.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Puts the law to that with its harsh language about Yaniv's dishonesty and her effort to weaponize the tribunal for her own enrichment. If Yaniv was able to abuse the process, she at least got what any failed litigant can expect, a steep costs order against her. It also marks the first time a case of this sort has been adjudicated in Canada. A lawyer with the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms, which represented some of the defendants, said a wide search across the country found nothing similar. And I'm just going to say yet. Self-identification does not erase physiological reality, says Jay Cameron, the Justice Center's litigation manager and counsel for the estheticians. Our clients do not offer the services requested. No woman should be compelled to touch male genitals against her will. Thank God, irrespective of how the owner of the genitals identifies. Good. Like, seriously. I did not trust that they were going to be fair about this, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Considering Trudeau was just elected, this is a bit of good news. I'm happy. You know what? This is my son's fault. I am sounding stuffy right now because my son has the plague.
Okay, so you're not all right. Yeah, you're not coming here until that's cleared up.
You know what? You don't want my germs, sir. You don't want the plague.
No.
No Canadian germs on American. Ow! God damn it!
This
Stop
isn't
shooting
LA.
me.
Can I not sneeze on your truck?
Oh, I don't give a shit. My truck's a piece of shit.
Oh, okay. I'll give your truck the plague.
My truck's already a busted up piece of shit.
Is it a Ford POS?
Oh, it's a Chevy?
No, it's Ford.
Oh, Ford POS. Got it.
Yep. What did I say? What's my chat going on here? I know, Scotty. That's why I retracted my comment. I'm just in a pissy mood.
I forgot I was supposed to be paying attention to chat. I started playing. I'm trying to play through all the Valve games. I did have Portal 1 and Portal 2. Now I'm doing Half-Life.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun going on in the chat right now. I regret nothing.
I don't think anybody has to go back to traditional roles.
It would just things would just probably be.
I mean,
it's all just whatever floats the boat of the of each individual person.
Yeah.
Also, where was that? Do you mean wheel or the entire tire?
What?
Yeah, the tire, the assembly, or the wheel, because those are three very different things. But either way, I can do all three.
I have put the tire back on the wheel. I think it was a lawnmower wheel, but it was a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, lawnmower tires are the biggest pain in the ass. Especially the motherfucker who just still insists on having a fucking inner tube in it. If you still put inner tubes in your tires, fuck you.
You know what? I'm gonna let my chat argue it out. You guys argue about gender roles all you want, because you know what? It just so happens that today I had a very feminist argument with a feminist about how men do not rule the world, and I'm kind of tired about talking about it. So, which is odd for me to admit that I'm tired about arguing about a certain topic.
Shit! I regret nothing.
How am I sucking this badly at this game?
But yeah, so
Thunder.
I'm tired of discussing the male-women thing. I will say that my final thing I'm going to say about that is if you want a relationship to work regardless of what you choose, stop being so narcissistic about everything. Not everything is always about you all the time, and not everything is just, for your betterment. It should be for the both party benefit. So if parties stop saying, if you would just do this, and this, and instead go, how do I make this relationship stronger, then maybe we wouldn't have so many divorces. But people are self-absorbed, and they're ungrateful, and they have no humility. And
pizza
so,
for supper! We're having pizza right now for supper.
Oh my god, I want pizza! Green's
Hi,
mom, can I
Mama
have
Green.
pizza?
We already had nuggets.
Are you live stream?
Yes.
Did they hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Ha ha ha! Did you ever dig out my firebox?
No.
What?
Have you seen my closet? It's jam-packed full of random shit. It's going to take me 24 hours.
That's a very valid. That's a very important question. What's on the pizza?
I think the pizza's in her head. Zombie. I think the only pizza we have is like the square pepperoni pizza.
Oh,
Ow!
pepperoni,
What
that's
just
fine.
hit me?
I don't know.
Your last
Why are
word
you saying out of stuff? Yeah, we're just watching Green now.
You know what? You
Wait,
know what
how
hit
you-
your mom's last remaining brain cell?
But yeah, going back to what Blanco said, yeah, I talk a lot of shit, but yeah, it's all about what's best for both.
I would like people to play equal parts, but yeah, if I can't do it and you can, go ahead, do it. And if there's some,
Yeah, just like wow, you sound about as healthy as I am. You know what? You could probably take the plague M&M and it won't make much of a difference for your lungs.
What?
Exactly.
No, I genuinely didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said you sound healthy, and you know what? If I gave you the plague, it probably wouldn't make a flying fuck of a difference for your lungs. All right, now if this would just open, that'd be great because this story is kind of funny.
I'm sure Skittles can survive the plague. I mean, he does go out with a bunch of dudes into the woods for weeks at a time.
Yeah, there you go.
Shut up.
So,
Yeah. Hey, Green. Oh, but that reminds me. Hey, Green. If you went camping and you woke up with a used condom in your ass, would you tell anyone?
I'm not going camping with you.
that's what really matters. Okay.
You were about to say
so-
no, and I was going to ask if you wanted to come camping with me.
So, a new proposed
But
law.
inked. It shows that I eat things that taste like fish.
You know what? Again, I'm just going
And
to reuse
gross.
that joke. Without straight people, the world would just be one large pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Only for the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So, proposed law
Yeah, you
would
know-
make the B word illegal in Massachusetts.
What
Bossy.
C word?
B word, as in bitch.
Well, if you're talking about a female dog in heat, I don't see why not. Well, I think that's
God.
the technical definition. It may just be female dog.
You know what, ladies? Just to women across the board, if you don't want me to call you a bitch, don't act like a
be one.
bitch. Yeah,
Are they
there
going
you
to
go.
outlaw Blair White's shirts that say my pronouns are that bitch in Massachusetts then? Huh. So a Boston Democrat has proposed a
Of
state
course.
law that would penalize the use of the word bitch when used to demean
Ooh.
another person. So in other words, they're outlawing an insult.
Go fuck
Oh,
yourself.
there goes the rap industry.
Damn.
Don't forget hip hop.
It's the same thing. Well, no, hip hop's
Same
better
thing.
than rap.
Really, yeah, there's a very different
Who
thing.
the hell cares?
Well, yeah, looks like Scorpions aren't going to be allowed to play in Massachusetts.
The bill.
No warrant reunion in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
The bill.
Or
filed-
they just won't be able to
No,
play Ode
no.
to Tippergore.
yeah, no Diamond Head no Diamond Head in Massachusetts. Basically, Massachusetts is just going to lose everything because a bunch of thin-skinned bitches don't like being called bitches.
Yeah, so the bill filed
And
by
Elwin and Inked are right. If it tastes like fish, you need to see a gynecologist.
State Rep Dan Hunt in May is slated to go before the Joint Committee on the Judiciary Tuesday afternoon. The measure proposes adding 2 sentences to the section of state law that assigns fines and other penalties. What is it? Okay. There we go. All right.
Bless you.
Thanks. And other penalties for various offenses, such as crimes for common night walkers, indecent exposure, and disturbers of the peace. Common night walkers. Is that what they're
I haven't
calling
heard them called.
prostitutes?
I have not heard them called night walkers in years.
Are they
Yeah.
referring to prostitutes?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Also referred to as streetwalkers.
Ladies of the night.
Yeah. And Inked is right. The only B woman you should ever call a woman is beautiful. Bitches love to be called beautiful.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Big Dro. Actually, the rap and hip hop industries are pretty big in Massachusetts. I mean, come on, all those Karens running around.
All the suburban white guys.
Mm-hmm. The Wiggers.
I love Wiggins.
Yeah.
Is that even still a thing? Call them
Yeah.
Wiggers.
It's totally a
Yes.
thing up in Canada. It's a super thing in
Exa-
Canada.
And down here we say it with the hard R. All right, because I fucking hate wiggers.
No, I'm
Wiggers
not
are
even
the
gonna do it
fucking
because
worst.
if I get used to saying wigger, then the next time I say nigga, I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh wait.
I'm surprised that's not that's not already a crime in Canada.
Well, we don't have that.
Probably is.
No, because we don't like other than the small offshoot of Black Lives Matter that I swear are just Americans pretending to be Canadians. We don't have black people that are bitching about the N-word up here. Like 90% of the time, like nobody fucking cares. But the problem is
Nigga,
that
nigga. I'm
Yeah.
100% nigga.
like I used to be able to
nigga,
like
nigga. I'm 200% nigga. I'm done.
well, because like Canadian accent, they have the R, like I say, car. So I used to say it with the hard R, which I didn't know that was a thing. But like even in high school, just to be edgy, we go up and be like, "Yo, what's up, my niggas?" And they're all white people.
Oh,
Scotty says you still have hate speech laws, do you not?
No, we have specific hate speech laws that only
Like?
include trans and Islamic peoples at the moment.
Oh, so only the goat fuckers.
Oh my god.
And yes, they actually fuck
Disavow.
goats. No, you can't disavow it if it's true. They actually fuck goats.
Still disavowing?
I've seen the video. It's true.
Oh god. Oh god.
I watched. Yeah, there was one. Yeah, first time I saw that was a friend of mine, and I watched. He had a GoPro with him when he was in Afghanistan, and he was up in the gunner. He was up in the gunner's hatch, and he's looking. He's just watching his sector, and just in the middle of a fucking opium field, there's a dude there just fucking a goat. Just He stops like balls deep in the goat, starts watching them drive by, and just slowly starts humping the goat again.
So yeah, a person who uses the word bitch directed at another person to accost, annoy, degrade, or demean the other person shall be considered to be a disorderly person in a violation of this section, the bill says. Wow, that's kind of like the Ottawa enacted a no swearing law in public, but nobody ever actually enforces it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, Ottawa had a bylaw that says you're not allowed to curse in public, and it was passed, and just nobody enforced
I know.
it.
Yeah, I know that doesn't get enforced because I've been on the phone with you when you're in public.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know for a fact that doesn't get enforced.
Alleged violations can either be reported by the person the word was directed at, or by witnesses, the proposal says. According
Oh, that's so fucking gay. That's like the fucking military sexual harassment and and equal opportunity program where it's like if somebody like overhears you saying something that they're offended by, it's your ass on the fucking chopping block.
Oh shit, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have hit on all your buddies then, huh?
Oh no, I don't care.
But one of them might have got offended. You know?
No, because we're not a bunch of thin-skinned bitches. Well, actually, no. Actually, no. One person is, and we don't know who it is because.
Because what? He just files complaints without leaving a name?
Yeah. There was one time where there was just a mass EO notice, I guess is what they called it, and we're just like, okay, somebody's a little bitch who snitched. I agree with that, Scotsman. If you're easily offended, you shouldn't. The military is the absolute wrong fucking place for you.
Yep. So, you know.
Oh my god, there was a huge rant about in one of the Fallout New Vegas about how the cadence, you're not allowed to do the really messed up ones anymore.
Okay,
It was a hilarious rant.
Oh yeah. That's what. Yeah, it's like having to do cadence was horrible enough on its own, but when they took out all the good ones, like I don't know, but I've been told vegetable pussy is mighty cold.
Oh, I've always heard it Eskimo pussy.
Either one, I've heard both.
Okay, so according to the bill, penalties would be similar to those outlined in the other subsections of the state law, which, depending on the subsection, provide for a fine of not more than either $150 or $200 or jail time of up to 6 months.
I think Big Dro is lying in chat.
6 months. So hold on. So 6 months in jail for calling someone a bitch.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That, I mean, it's like you can get like a fine of $150 or 6 months in jail. It's like, well,
Those are two very those don't quite seem proportionate.
no, they do not.
Cryptic speaks the truth. Sorry.
Cryptic always speaks truth.
But either way, Cryptic, we have not gotten to Scotsman death. You're slacking.
Scotty doesn't dance with goats. He fucks them up the ass.
Well, I guess when you put it into Cryptic's context, no, Big Dro is not lying.
Well, I agree with Think. That's just a massive fucking waste of tax dollars.
So is
It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of money. It's a fucking absolute waste of everything.
A lot of the military is a waste of money. Nuke the country and get done with it.
Oh no, I was talking about I'm talking about the fucking throwing someone in jail for calling a bitch a bitch.
I mean, if you're being one,
yeah, it's like I said, if you don't want to be called a bitch, don't be a bitch.
Okay, so the Massachusetts Republican Party criticized and mocked the bill, as they should, writing on Twitter. Beacon Hill Democrats, like Representative Dan Hunt, are fearlessly taking on the biggest problems facing the Commonwealth. You know what? This bill I don't think can pass anyways, because I'm pretty sure it infringes on free speech constitution, right, Trucker? Am I right? Where is Trucker?
I don't know.
I'm not able to look at the StreamYards.
Because I can't tell if he's still here because Green is presented.
Why am I?
Yeah,
wait,
why are we presenting
is my screen
Green?
presented?
Why is there just a large portion? Why are you taking up the entire screen? And where's Trucker? Trucker!
Yeah, I'm not sharing my screen, am I?
No, you're just presented. Hi, Trucker. Okay, you're back. Hi, I missed you.
Do you want me to present my screen?
Please no.
I'll present.
Trucker.
It's freaking Half-Life. Not good graphics. Well, then again, I play Fallout New Vegas, so.
So, Trucker, do you have anything?
Sorry, my signal went. Bleh.
Oh, okay. So I was talking about the you can't say bitch to people law, and I was just double checking, like, that won't actually be able to be passed because it violates the Constitution.
What, the no bitch word?
You're not allowed to call anybody a bitch, or you can get a $150 fine, 6 months in jail.
Would not pass the U.S. Constitution. The U.S. Supreme Court has decided that there is no such thing as hate speech. There's no such thing as hate speech. The only speech that can be considered against the law is calls for imminent danger or speech that directly ensues a public panic. That would be either
a lynch mob.
You and me pointing at Green or Mr. and saying somebody fuck him up now, or going into the overly cliche version or the overly cliched crowded movie theater and yelling fire. Those are the only two things that actually can be considered against the law speech-wise.
Okay, guys. M&M's bending over. There's his butthole. Go get him!
What?
Nothing. M&M's butthole. Just keep your eye on the prize, guys.
Okay, well, here, if you insist.
I'm inciting violence on your butthole.
I'm not Peter. I'm not actually gonna do that because.
Cryptic, I feel sorry for that goat. Let's try it though.
And now what are people arguing? Take the fine, hand over $300, and you say, "Take it like the bitch you are." Okay, that one is fun.
It's like when it's like when there's it's like getting told, oh, you got to pay $10 for swearing. Just hand them a 20 and say, keep the fucking change.
Let's see. Scotty should be greased up and shoved up a goat's ass. I wonder how long he can hold his breath. We have a death.
There's something really bad about that. I remember seeing a TV show. No, it wasn't actually a TV show. The DC Universe streaming shit they're doing now, where there was actually an entire dimension inside a goat's ass.
What the fuck?
That sounds like a Rick and Morty thing.
Yeah, that does sound like a Rick and Morty thing.
Yeah, that was definitely a Durka who wrote that episode.
No, actually, it wasn't. It was written in such a way to be as absolutely stupid and asinine as it can be, considering
Emphasis
one
on
of the
ass.
most no one of the most one of the. It turns out that one of the strongest characters was a cockroach. So,
Well, I mean, cockroaches are fucking
I hear their
super
milk is
strength.
It's actually-
delicious.
well, it's actually kind of It's actually kind of interesting, Mister. If you look up the Doom Patrol series that came out, it was starring Brendan Fraser of all people. He has not aged that well. He got chubby.
Mm.
Bye, Red Feather.
Oh, peace, Red
Bye,
Feather.
Red.
Brendan Fraser was always kind of meh.
Yeah, but he
Oh,
was
freaking out.
better looking when he was younger. Nowadays, you can definitely see that second chin filling in.
You know why?
Hey, I resemble that comment.
What was that? The sequel to Journey to the Center of the Earth.
That would be
with the-
Journey to the Center of the Earth 2.
No, I mean like
Return to the Center of the Earth. I don't fucking
no,
know.
it was the island,
Which one are you talking about? The old ones or the new ones?
the one with the rock.
The new ones.
Yeah.
Never saw them.
Oh,
My
either
wife
way,
would be my wife would be the one to ask about those.
Brendan Fraser got basically got wrote out of the sequel because he decided to do another movie that he thought would be better, and that movie is okay, but not better than Journey to
Actually, I think a lot of what happened to him was like was supposedly a Me Too thing as well.
Yeah. Either way, he
But guys-
decided to do.
But guys can't be Me Too'd, so
He decided to do the Furry Vengeance, which is a movie about a neighborhood developer getting freaking harassed by animals. It's hilarious, but
why not?
I
Well,
have
let's
no
be-
interest in
let's-
seeing anything called furry anything.
Let's be blunt and fair when it comes to Brendan Fraser. If it wasn't for Pauly Shore, Brendan Fraser would not really wouldn't even be a name.
Don't forget his
Yeah.
Tarzan spoof.
Nobody can stay young and pretty forever. I can't, and I will.
Don't
I
forget,
mean,
don't forget his movie George of the Jungle. It was great. I loved it when I was a kid.
Don't forget he
Georgia
also
of the Jungle.
don't forget he also did Dudley Do Right.
Oh yeah,
Shut up, Chucker.
Dudley Do Right. My first glimpse, the first documentary I ever watched about Canada.
It's not a freaking
but
documentary.
Yes,
Remember
yes,
the-
it is.
Remember the whole set. The thing is, remember he was Encino Man.
I mean, were the mommy movies all that good?
The what movies?
Mommy.
My
Damn,
wife has
that
seen
guy
every
comes back to life.
My wife has seen every single one of them. I only saw the first one. I kind of dug the first one.
Then the Scorpion. Well, The Rock was in the Scorpion King, which I think was the third one.
Yeah, like the worst CGI on the planet.
I feel sorry for The Rock.
It's okay. He made up
Yeah,
all
'cause
of
that
it,
movie
all of
sucked.
it in Moana.
You know,
Oh,
actually,
yeah, I got
my
that.
YouTube, my YouTube for the last several days has actually been sitting there, spurting out a commercial for The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yep,
Yet
and
another
Hobbs and
fucking-
Shaw. Hobbs and
I don't
Shaw.
care.
Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
Still don't care about Fast and Furious.
It should have ended long. It should have ended long ago.
Yeah, and then the one dude died, so they're like, "Yeah, let's make more. It's for him."
Yeah, it was like, remember when those movies used to be about street racing?
Yeah, they weren't heist movies.
Remember when
Yeah.
it used to be just breaking cars? They'd have like race movies, and then eventually they'd just break all the nice cars, and men would cry in the theater.
I remember getting blocked by a bunch of people on Facebook when that one guy died.
Paul
And
Walker.
Still don't care. My comment about that was they decided to go triple digit speeds through downtown LA. Don't feel sorry for him.
Oof.
Did he
I
die
mean,
while filming
wasn't
the movie?
he the one driving when he got into the accident?
Yeah.
So
Don't care. The car was going over 100 miles an hour in downtown LA.
that's your dumbass.
No, I actually saw someone that had an R.I.P. Paul Walker tattoo. I was like, wow.
Oh my God, no. You're going to get old and be like, so people are going to go, who's Paul Walker?
Yeah, who is Paul Walker?
Some guy from Fast and
He
the
was
Furious.
the
Some
guy-
guy
was
from
Br-
some.
He played Brian O'Connor in the Fast and Furious movies.
Some guy from some movie where a bunch of people driving cars that showed off how little their dicks were.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. The Rock seems like he has a decent penis. I haven't seen it myself, but
They turn around and then they turned around and tried to turn the movie into a fucking spiritual thing by making cars skid around in the mountains. That's the only one I saw. I watched up to that point and said, "Okay, enough of this shit," and turned it off.
Tokyo Drift. Yeah, you started at the wrong one.
Still don't care.
Tokyo Drift is the movie that basically killed that franchise, which is when they rebooted it and just turned it into heist movies. Because they decided to do Tokyo Drift that had nothing to do with any of the other movies, nothing to do with any of the
and then they also try to tie it in.
Yeah, which is what by having Vin Diesel show up in the end credits. And then they just tried to shoehorn a bunch of people in, they tried to shoehorn Han from Tokyo Drift into like all the other ones, which is why most of the Fast and Furious movies are prequels to fucking Tokyo Drift.
Is that the dude who my wife was yelling and screaming about? He was in a car that supposedly blew up, even though I'm sitting there telling her actually that's not. He could have survived it. But she's sitting there saying, see, he came back to life.
There were a couple. They did that a couple times in those movies, where someone quote dies in a car wreck, and then what do you know? They're back 2 movies later.
I don't like movie explosions because it's mostly gasoline they use. I prefer high explosives, which I guess doesn't look pretty on screen, but does a lot more damage.
Yeah, I have plenty of videos of blowing shit up, and like the actual decent like high explosives and shit. They don't really look too good on camera, but
all I'm saying is ammonium
nitrate
is great.
I can tell you one television explosion using high explosives that was awesome.
Okay.
Remember Skittles?
Dark Knight?
When Mythbusters blew up the cement truck.
Oh, holy crap! Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh yeah.
They loaded it with 300 pounds of high explosives.
Would they use ammo for that?
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
It came in brown paper bags.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Ammo is more of a liquid. Well, seeing as half of it is liquid, and I'm not sure how the other half comes. I think it has a powdered form. Mm-hmm. I don't spend much time actually on the farm. I don't have to fertilize much.
Nobody wants your fertilization seeds.
Technically, you.
Yeah, video of the last explosion I made is in the group chat, guys.
I have to check that out after I'm finished with this stupid.
And yesterday?
Not yesterday.
Oh my god, why do I have the plague? God.
So whose ass is that you're holding the lighter up to?
Oh no, we didn't. Oh no, I didn't have the video of that.
All right, so
But that was. I don't even have a joke for that. But carrying on, do we have more news?
we do. So Stephen Crowder apparently is claiming that YouTube is selectively censoring Tulsi Gabbard.
Well, imagine my throbbing veiny shock.
Can I get the obvious stated for 200, Alex?
Yeah.
Yep. So on
Coming
Tuesday,
up next on No Shit.
which I believe is today, Blaze personality and Louder with Crowder host Stephen Crowder went live on his YouTube channel to present evidence he believes shows YouTube and Google censoring 2020 Democratic presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard and removing her videos.
Yeah, I did that stream earlier today.
And YouTube channel from American search results at key times, which, you know.
I didn't even know that she had a YouTube channel.
I actually watched Stephen Crowder's video, and the proof that they were using to show that they were censoring Tulsi Gabbard, they used the same way to prove that they were censoring her as they used to prove that they were censoring him.
Okay, does that mean it's more legit or less legit?
More legit, because YouTube admitted that they were censoring him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
what they would do is they would set up a VPN to where the IP was based in several foreign countries and search for Tulsi Gabbard. It brought up her YouTube channel, brought up several of her videos.
Yeah.
Then they took the VPN off to where their IP would show America again. The exact same search, and it didn't show shit.
Oh yeah, it's like with the cut from the super cut from the Young Turks on the 2016 election night from Dame Pesos. It was like I think it was Razorfist did an experiment on this where like he typed the exact name of the video, like the Young Turks 2016 election meltdown from smug to devastated. What comes up was a clip from the Young Turks where a clip from CNN that was an interview with Cenk Uygur about the 2016 election. Like basically, unless you actually have the link to that video, you're not gonna find it.
You would have to go straight to his page and then search it out.
Yeah, you have to like go straight to the Dame Pesos' channel to find it. And yeah, Elwin, that was the funniest thing. I thought the Young Turks were gonna have a mass suicide.
Pity. I mean, it's a good thing that didn't happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whatever would we do without Cenk Uygur and Anna? I'm fucking better than you, Kasparian, the only person I will unironically call a race traitor. A fucking Armenian working for an Armenian genocide denier.
Yeah, fair. And I mean, like, and of course the big problem with this is that, you know, it's kind of like, you know, meddling with the elections, you know, kind of.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, it's like Google, Facebook, Twitter were open about how they were trying to fuck with the election.
Yeah, and apparently now YouTube's gone on board with this, but I mean they're owned by.
I'm not surprised at all.
I mean,
and Twitter were the ones who got the ball rolling on that.
You know what's interesting though is like if they had just stuck to the Trump thing, they would have been fine. But the minute that they aim their guns at just a Democratic candidate they don't like, is when they get caught with that shit, right? So.
Oh yeah.
If they had just stuck with their Trump derangement syndrome, everybody would complain, but nobody would have really noticed. But now that they're doing it to a Democratic candidate, they're like, oh shit, this shit's not a conspiracy. Holy shit.
Yeah. which means everyone who is talking about this gets to go, fuck you, I was right, fuck you, I was right.
Sometimes it sucks to be right, though.
Yeah, sometimes it sucks being right. Just one yeah, it's like the sad thing is like with all the stuff, with all this kind of stuff, just once I want to be wrong about this stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be wrong for once about this.
Same here. I mean, you know what? I'll just say that censorship is probably why this awesome channel that is so much more awesomer than everybody, like it's so awesome. That's why we only have like 218 subs, because censorship has nothing to do with the fact that my computer is a potato and we're not very professional and there's no real format and it's censorship, guys. Charm. That is why this awesome channel.
You just threw a grenade at your own guy, you stupid fuck!
It's not because Green randomly yells things. It's because, you know what, this channel is censored. Because this is an awesome channel. So, you know, we should have, like, you know, gone viral, like, months ago. Right, guys? Right?
Sorry, I expect the idiot that fight in video games to have some intelligence not to throw a grenade at their own men and kill him and me at the same time.
You know, it's really bad when I manage to do a better job of suppressing my road rage than he does his video game rage.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a reason why I don't jump on this in the StreamYard anymore when I'm driving. Because the shit that I say when I'm road raging will definitely get this channel banned.
I agree, Elwin. I agree. I totally agree. Yep.
No, hey, Molon game, Elwin. Gamers rise up.
Gamers rise up.
Yeah. Gamergate 2. It's a 10-year plan. We get Trump to tweet #Gamergate. And then we win. Step 1, get Trump to tweet #Gamergate. Step 2, blank. Step 3, win.
So, yeah.
So anyway.
But yeah, continuing on with what we were talking about. Wow, this is ADD everywhere.
I took my meds. It was during Scotty's stream, but I took my meds today.
I don't take meds. Except for very high quality painkillers, which are gifts from the baby Jesus.
How dare you take candy from a baby?
Ellen says, gamers only rise up when the hentai porn comes on.
I see you are a person of culture as well.
And she's not wrong, she says.
I mean, hentai is great, but I like flesh and blood.
A friend of mine actually has a shirt that says hentai is life on it.
I'm not going to go that far. But yeah, flesh and blood porn is better than
I don't watch
hentai.
Hentai is not life, guys.
Yeah. No, last Sunday was the closest I've been to watching porn in a very long time.
Well, I don't get out much, okay? Excuse me.
I don't know if I remember. I had you helping me search for a naked picture yesterday.
That doesn't count. That was for science.
I mean,
no, that's just because you wanted to see a sitting representative of the U.S. Congress nude.
I didn't even know.
I demand Congress be all nude. When they're in session, they're all nude. Maybe they'll get something done.
We never get anything done.
You know what? There's something to bring up to the chat. So has anybody in the chat actually come across the actual uncensored picture of Katie Hill yet? The one where she's, the one where her picture or her husband took the picture of her sitting nude on a couch brushing their girlfriend's hair before her husband find out that she was also screwing another dude.
I don't know. That just confuses me. I'm all for seeing naked, though. Well, there's some people I'd just rather not see naked.
Oh my God, have I read this already? Or is this just
Ellen says
recent?
nope, she hasn't seen that picture, but she wasn't looking for it either.
Okay.
Have you already read one? Have you read one already?
I have
No,
to make
I
a
haven't
comment.
read
Big
this.
Dro, no one has ever accused me of being healthy.
Well, we have something today from an article from the
Freaking.
thefeministcurrent.com.
Oh God, this just screams credible.
I just remembered. Is my camera on?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know because Trucker's been presenting me for the last hour. Yes, your camera is on.
Okay, come on. Will you load in another browser, please? And thank you. There we go.
Thunder, put it away. You're gonna get your
You
keyboard
spin
sticky.
me right.
You know what the sad thing
Why
is?
are you Thunder? Why are you naked?
Because I can.
The
Why
sad-
did that game crash?
Okay, so the sad thing is that the beginning title of this article, I actually have experience with this exact topic, which makes me feel kind of weird. It says, from beauty practices to sex, women and girls conditioned to accept pain as necessary.
What?
Do what?
From beauty practices to sex, women and girls are conditioned to accept pain as necessary. Now, I do actually have one little story that coincides with this. So I was at my foot doctor, and she's a woman, and I was whining about like waxing and why it's like convenient, but it hurts like a motherfucker. So screw it, I'm gonna shave, even though like. Anyways, I was whining about beauty products, and she looks up and she goes, "Did you never learn the phrase beauty is pain?" And I contemplated it for a minute, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't endorse it. So, Green, what are you doing?
Who?
Okay, never mind.
Notice how the moment she asked him what he was doing, he looked down at his crotch.
So yeah, I like I've been taught this. Like, for example, when I wanted to try and learn to wear high heels, they're like, you're gonna have to put up the pain of the shoes, and then you'd be like, back when it was like in to like curl your eyelashes, my stepmom's like, hey, you want to curl your? I'm like, no, thank you. And I remember being burned with a curling iron many times because people are incompetent, and like just. So I understand that beauty products and beauty itself equals pain. However, you must fully recognize that it's a choice. And while if you choose to be ugly, people are not going to hang out with you, at least you don't have to suffer. So,
Big Dro,
Well,
I don't have a son, and if you see anyone that looks like me, that is my evil twin. Shoot him on sight.
See, notice how they conveniently forget that men are always expected to always go to the gym, where the mantra is no pain, no gain. So,
Yeah.
sorry about your luck, ladies.
I'm in pain pretty constantly, and I just suck it up and deal with it.
Well, I don't think it's a gendered problem. I think that life self-improvement in and of itself is pain. Everything that you do to want to better yourself is pain. Yes, life is suffering. Life is pain. Yeah. I don't think it's just a woman-specific thing, but I do, like I said, the beauty industry, yeah, it is. If you want to look pretty, you're gonna be in pain a lot.
Yeah.
What?
I want to see it. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yep. As Ellen said, so saith the sacred text of the Princess Bride. Life is pain. Anyone who says differently is selling you something.
I have a couple bridges I've been trying to offload for a while.
Ellen just shared to me a picture of her shaved pussy.
You shaved the cat? Oh, that is so mean.
I've had to do that with like one cat when the fleas got really bad. That freaking sucked.
Have you heard of flea collars?
Why would shave a cat to
those-
look like
they-
shaving a cat to look like a poodle? You know what? I'm calling the
the
cops.
cat had a flea collar. The bloody
is
fleas
animal
were that bad.
That
Not my
is that
fault.
is animal
That's why I
abuse.
got it.
Wow. So yeah, this article. Let's see some of the fuckery that is this article. So once reserved for fetish sites. Oh, they're gonna start dogging BDSM, aren't they?
Hey, watch it, feminism. I will hang you from my ceiling by my harness.
You know what? This is why
And
I thought
you
I've
will
read
like
this
it.
article before, because it's very similar to the one I read a couple of weeks ago. So it says, yeah, one reserved for fetish sites. The popularity and mainstreaming of hardcore body punishing sadomasochistic pornography is growing. One of the most well-known porn performers in the world is Sasha Grey, whose films have amazed over 360 million video views, amassed on Pornhub alone. Grey, who has since retired from porn, is featured in countless videos wherein she is subjected to sadistic, painful sex and degrading activities like toilet licking.
Yep.
And is penetrated by multiple men at once, humiliated through verbal abuse, and in bondage gear. So she's a sub.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I said something similar to this last time we did, but one, porn is a fantasy. Behind the scenes, everything is 100% above board. Everyone's cooperating, all that shit. BDSM in real life, everything is consensual. It's not like you just grab some chick off the street, chain her up, spit in her face, and call her a whore.
What?
That's no. It's like that. Yeah, no. It's like it's the people who do it are into it. It gets them off, and everything's consensual. Everything's above board. Everyone's into it.
Yeah. I mean, why have I heard that name Sasha Grey before? I don't watch porn. Why the fuck have I heard her name before?
Because she tried to cross over into the mainstream. Like I think she was in one of the Saints Row games. I think she was in a couple of movies. I think she was in a couple of music videos. Sasha Grey, but mostly what she's known for is chugging cock and licking spunk off of toilet seats.
Yeah. They're, in the same sense, there's another actress who wrote a book and tried to release an album and all this stuff, but everything that she's been known for, when it boils down to it, what she's known for is the reason porn companies have to keep copies of their actors and actresses' IDs on file.
Whoa! What was she underage?
Yep.
Wow.
You never heard the story of Tracy Lords?
No.
She was a porn actress who, by the time she was 18, starred in over 100 porn videos.
Wow.
Wait. By the time she was
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Everybody always said she looked so young because, well, turns out she was.
Another porn performer, Charlotte
Sarter.
There we go. Thank you. Wow. It's like you know these people. What is she known for? Let's see. Known
I-
for pornography.
Oh,
involving
all kinds of
double
all
and triple
kinds of
vaginal
stuff.
and anal sex, gagging, bondage, and scenes involving urination.
Lots
has
and
over
lots of pee.
260,000 followers on her social media accounts. That sounds like you're jealous. And her videos have over 40 million video views on Pornhub.
Yeah, that's what you're right. That is what this sounds like. This just sounds like jealous, bitter bitches.
Yeah. To be blunt, let's be fair. Let's be fair and honest about this stuff. The actresses that do the bondage stuff, they can get paid for up to $3,000 for a matter of 4 hours worth of work. Now, here's the thing, Skittles.
Yeah.
If you got paid $4,000, if you got paid $3,000 to let a bunch of guys circle you and pee on you for about 4 hours, knowing there's a damn shower right in the next room, and nobody will ever see your face, would you do it?
Yes.
Where the fuck do I sign up? Where do I sign up?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, everybody has a line, and apparently,
$1,000 an hour for someone to pee on me where no one's gonna see my face and there's a shower hour right next to me. Yeah, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
Fair. Let's see. These are not isolated examples. It is
They kind of are.
more and more common for women to be expected to participate in body punishing acts in their own sex lives. Okay, that is a product of idiot men thinking they can just do things they saw in a porn. That's like, most of those men are virgins and they get with a woman and they think the porn fantasy they can turn into reality right off the bat, and then they realize that porn isn't real.
Yeah. Yeah, which once again, porn is a fantasy. I thought she was gonna say it's becoming an increasing thing, and porn. It's like, yeah, because do you have any idea how much those actresses get paid to do that shit? They get paid shit tons.
Yeah, like
Let's be fair about the author of this article. It's probably some chick who let somebody shit on her chest for a Klondike bar.
Probably.
Well, it isn't the feminist current. So they participate in body punishing acts in their own sex lives, in keeping with the normalization of sadomasochistic pornography. If what is popular in porn is any indicator, sadomasochism will shape both the sex lives of the masses as well as societal expectations in terms of female sexuality. Okay, if a guy expects me to be Sasha Grey, I'm gonna either
He's gonna be
beat
sorely
the
disappointed
stupid out of him, or just go find somebody else, because obviously they're stupid. Like,
it's like, once again, it's like this is just dumb virgins who think that there's like, I saw Charlotte Sartor spend 3.5 hours chugging cock and getting punched in the face. And he's like, the first girl I ever boned, she'll definitely let me do that.
yeah, I mean, what about all those people that saw 50 Shades of Grey and decided that was normal? Like seriously.
Wait, what?
I was making a joke. How about all the people that went to watch 50 Shades of Grey and decided that might be a fun thing to experiment with?
Yeah, it's like the reason why it's becoming more mainstream is because more people are experimenting with that kind of stuff. More people are experimenting sexually with, hey, what do I like? What do I not like? People are more open to trying out new shit. And they're more open to figuring out, okay, this works for me, this doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
it's like yeah, I'm sure that porn has something to do with it, because people will watch porn just like oh yeah, you know what? Oh, I want to try that. Let's try that out. I wonder what this would be like. But
I think this is a hierarchy argument. So back when like there was certain beauty standards or certain standards for both women and men, you have to compete to meet those standards to get a good mate, right? And now we're competing with hookup culture, where if you're not pretty in the first photo, you're going to get a swipe. So the pool is shrinking for who you can find to mate with because of all the superficiality. So you could make an argument that states that the women that are willing to do those kinds of things that men are fantasizing about are more likely to get a mate. But that's just a hierarchical standard of, okay, this is what people are looking for right now. You have a choice whether to comply with that or to wait for that special someone who's not going to, who doesn't fit in the box. You know, like, society has always been that way since forever, where women have been stacking themselves in a hierarchical structure on top of one another to get the best mate, and there's always been a standard, and you either have to meet that standard or you're left behind. Porn is just another one of those, normalization of BDSM is just another one of those things where maybe a lot of men are starting to become into it, and so now you got to ask yourself, okay, do I want to be competitive for a mate, or fuck that, I'll find someone who doesn't want me to take it up the ass with 5 other dudes. Like, this is just a normal competition between women that women are now going, oh man, I can't meet the standard, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to complain about it. I'm feeling inadequate, I'm going to complain about it.
yeah. Feeling that, that's a lot of what it is just, that's what a lot of this, like, feminism shit is just women who feel inadequate complaining and trying to find something to blame for why they feel inadequate. Mm-hmm. But however, I do agree with Elwin in the chat, Tinder has ruined dating.
I agree.
Yeah, because here's the reason why Tinder has ruined dating. I got like an itemized list of this shit. 1, it has given everybody so much of a goddamn ego that they think that they are at least 3 levels more attractive than they actually are, because they know they just have an endless sea of whatever they're into that they can pick from. 2, you would have to fill a football stadium filled of women to get a rejection ratio like you would in half an hour on Tinder. 3, this goes back into the ego thing. They have and
keep talking. I'm making tea.
All right, but 3. This also goes back into the ego thing. Everybody's gotten so goddamn superficial now. Well, I mean, if we're being honest, we already were superficial as fuck to begin with. But now I guess people are just more open about it.
To be fair, a lot of the women are the most superficial ones.
Yeah. Which they're mainly the ones I was talking about when I said they think they're at least three full levels more attractive than they actually are.
4.
Well, I think when it comes to the societal shift that y'all are mentioning, I personally have a strong leaning that the societal shift actually changed one major thing that kind of helped cause all this. Remember, when it came to a mate, you know, Skittles, at one point in time, you and I would have to fight each other for a mate. Now it's just we have to dance around and preen and make ourselves look better for the mate.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, that's another thing. You can't. Yeah, that's the 4th reason why Tinder ruined it, because it just showed exactly how untrustworthy everybody is.
5.
Because everybody is fucking lying in their Tinder bio.
5, nobody ever has to put any work into anything, because if you don't want to put any effort into this one, there's 5 more behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, hell, even look at even go far back to the old cartoons, right?
Yeah.
Popeye. Popeye and Bluto were always fighting. The thing is, when it all boiled down to it, Olive Oil was a little whore, and she went right along with whoever won the fight.
Yep.
And when it boiled down to it, like it or not, that's kind of how it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and also it kind of ties into something that feminism has done, where it's basically just just ride the cock or cunt carousel in throughout your 20s, and then when you're 37 and your biological clock's almost out, try to find the alpha Chad or Stacy to fucking settle down with when it's already too late and any value you had is long gone.
You assume I have value now.
Also,
value.
ignoring that the alpha or the good provider or the quote unquote
is
good
long
honest
taken.
Man is long since taken.
Yeah, and that goes for both men and women. Which this is part of like the hookup culture thing, which is one of the reasons why I have issues with it. Also just because I like feeling like I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing, but that's just purely for selfish reasons. But the big reason is because it has a fucking detriment on society as a whole, where it's like everyone's just running where every dude's just running around sticking his dick in as many vaginas as he can, and every chick's riding as many cocks as she can until they try to fuck until they reach their 30s and they realize, oh shit, my biological clock's running out. I have nothing of value to offer anybody. And everybody else and all the actual good people are already taken by now.
Yeah, I'm in that boat. Minus the fucking everything, I didn't do that, but I'm in that boat.
Yeah.
I'm in like my early 30s, 33, and I'm looking around and I'm like, there's nobody left. So, yeah.
See, the bad part is, take like my marriage to Rose. We are, in that sense, we are the anomaly. We are actually the anomaly. I was married before that marriage ended, and it happened to be a point where she was at a time in between relationships, not really looking for relationships. I was, me. She was, oh God, when we got together, she was 26, but worried more about, career-wise. Yeah. And, there I was freshly widowed, and, we had always stayed friends. It just blossomed out of there. But the thing is, in most situations, if I were widowed like that, I'd probably still be single just because there's nobody there.
Oh yeah. It's like one thing, and is just one thing that I will point out, especially now. It's like I'm in my early 20s.
You still have a shot at life, yay!
But, no. I'm in my early 20s, and within 5 years, both above and below me, meeting anyone who does not have a kid, does not have at least one kid, is damn near impossible.
Sucks to be you. I guess you're gonna have to, put up with a kid.
Like that's like not to be like a statement of not to be like a judgment or anything on anyone, but just that should show. That just shows like how much like this hookup culture thing is done. Where it's like it used to be like people would be having kids as young and stuff, but usually it was they were getting married and starting a family, and also because your life expectancy was about 40.
Yeah, nobody's responsible anymore with their sex.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I kid you not, on Facebook every single day, as just like another person who I knew in high school is having a kid. Now I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, does nobody know what a fucking condom is anymore?
Nope.
Yeah.
Which
I think
Which-
the whole
which-
concept. I think the whole concept of just safe sex with a condom nowadays is more a matter of you only use a condom with people you don't know. If it's
Yeah.
people with no condom.
Yeah, which it's like, that's one thing that I can say. It's like, no matter how provocative I've been, it was always safe sex. Like even girls who I had been, even girls I
I
had,
think the word you're looking for is promiscuous.
promiscuous. Yeah. Even like girls that I had been dating, we always used protection. But I think that goes, but I think that goes big into like the just complete lack of responsibility, of personal responsibility that's now a thing.
Oh, Jesus. Multiple injured in Oslo, Norway after being hit by a stolen ambulance.
Oh shit.
Like, the thing to run you over is an ambulance. Like, you wouldn't expect that, would you?
Was it Norway, was it a truck of peace?
That is irony.
Yeah.
I used to do that shit all the time in GTA.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah,
Difference. That is a video game.
it's a
This
collection
happened
of
in real
lines
life.
of code. Yeah. Yeah. I know that Scandinavia has become extremely cucked recently. Was it a truck of peace?
Oh man, this sucks. Okay, an armed man stole an ambulance in Oslo on Tuesday and hit several people as he drove away. The man was apprehended after police fired shots at the vehicle. And the sad part is, a baby in a pram was among the injured and has been taken to hospital. Police don't actually know the motives yet.
Did they give a name?
No.
Damn. Because somewhere that's always been on my travel list is in Oslo, Norway.
Somebody just brought to my attention that, the other night when you were in the hospital, you did consider stealing an ambulance.
Oh yeah, did I do that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you also were apparently throwing your shoes at the nurses. But and yet for some reason they didn't take your blind stick that I know for a fact you've knocked at least one person out with.
Exactly.
I want to know, did I really offend that one nurse by calling her a gilf?
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably.
I can't
All I know,
even
yeah,
remember.
Remember 2 + 2 = door.
I remember that when I was talking to you, you were trying to get me to hit on all of my friends for you, and you were also like trying to figure out like what I was wearing and what for some reason, and also if you would let me if I would let you rest a bowl of popcorn on my gut. Which, by the way, I would probably do that myself. I've actually done that myself before.
Oh my god, you pass. There we go.
I've used my gut as a table many times.
Those are the best kinds of men.
Ain't no shame in that.
Exactly. 2000.
Rolling Bears right. Safe sex. Bitches are insane. Always be armed.
Yeah. So apparently.
Which is why if you throw the condom away, make sure that put some spermicide inside of it, and some itching powder.
So, funny enough, 2009 heat had the smallest ozone hole on record. Because we record holes in the ozone.
Because
Okay. The hole
climate change is bad and it's getting worse.
Yeah, the hole in Earth's ozone layer is the smallest it has ever been since scientists discovered the puncture nearly 35 years ago. Partly due to a shift in the polar vortex that caused a heat wave above Antarctica, said NASA. The spike in temperatures in the portion of the atmosphere helped limit conditions that cause ozone depleting chemicals to form.
But remember, climate change. All this climate change fear mongering was definitely not created by Al Gore to sell books and a shitty movie.
Don't forget also the fact that Al Gore was one of the lead people lobbying for the incandescent light bulb ban of 2010. That you cannot buy the old-fashioned incandescent light bulbs anymore, and you now have to buy light bulbs that are actually worse for the environment because of the heavy metals that are in them. And let's go ahead and mention that it won't be admitted that Al Gore owns stock in the companies that made the most money off of that ban. Because up until that point, anybody and everybody could make a light bulb. Now you actually have to have special permits and all that.
Yep. But remember, it's definitely about the environment.
Yeah.
And this definitely wasn't just a massive scheme just for people like Al Gore to make money.
Yeah. Ellen, down here, we don't have a choice. The best you can do is the only exception for the incandescent light bulbs is that style of light bulb they called Edison bulbs, which it was specifically written in there because those bulbs are decorative purposes, so you can see the filament. Those are the only old-fashioned bulbs you can buy. Period.
Yep.
And other than that, we don't have a choice but to pay $20 a light bulb.
Yep.
Ooh,
And it's fucking gay.
Wonder how much those lights that are meant to look like candles are. They're like light bulbs that have two plates in the shape of a flame that arc between the plates. They're really cool.
Those are decorative. Those are like $15 for two.
I think my Tales from the Crypt lamp has one of those in it. If I can ever find that again.
But you can also buy LED bulbs that simulate candles or fire.
I like the plasma arc.
Elowen, I know your feel on that one. My bathroom has 5 light bulbs too, so yeah.
Yep, and so does mine. Mine also has 5 light bulbs, which is my bathroom now currently has one working light in it because as one functioning bulb because fuck that shit.
I said the same thing. There's supposed to be 3 light bulbs in the ceiling fan. I only have 1 because fuck replacing all 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I have 1 light in my kitchen right now. 1.
My bathroom has one bathroom has 4 light bulbs, and one bathroom has 5. The one that has 5 has those 3 bulb doohickeys that are above the sink, and then the exhaust fan has 2 bulbs in it. Then on top of that, the other my living room has 5 bulbs in it. No, 6 bulbs. I'm sorry. The ceiling fan itself has 4 bulbs, and there's 2 wall sconces that you each have 1 bulb. So yeah.
Oh, this is 2 Yukon students, so University of Connecticut students, were charged after allegedly shouting racial slurs.
Aw.
Isn't that also a freedom of speech violation?
Yep.
Yep.
2 University of Connecticut students have been charged with shouting a racial slur outside a campus apartment complex in an episode that was caught on video and has led to protests at the school. Jared Corral of Plainville and Ryan Foran of Granby were both identified by police as 21-year-old white men. Oh shit, it was white males doing it. Corral and Foreign Guy were charged Monday with ridicule on account of creed, religion, color, denomination, nationality, or race. The charge is a misdemeanor that carries a possible sentence of up to a year in prison.
What the fuck? That's unconstitutional as fuck.
It is.
Phone and email
Listen.
messages were left for the 2 students who are due in court October 30th. It was not clear Tuesday
This is
whether
actually
they
going
had
to court?
lawyers. Police believe the young men were among 3 people seen on the video walking through the parking lot of Yukon's Charter Oak apartment complex. October 11th, 2 of the 3 used the racial slur several times and laughed.
Which racial slur?
They haven't said. I'm just gonna insert nigger in there.
Niggers! Niggers! Niggers!
The investigation showed that the males walked back through the apartment complex after leaving a local business and played a game in which they yelled vulgar words. According to the police
game.
report, as they walked through the parking lot, the foreign guy and Carell switched to saying a racial epithet that was heard by witnesses. The investigation revealed the 3rd male did not participate. The slurs were recorded by an African American student from an apartment window and posted on social media. That student told police he was not sure whether the students saw him or were directing the racial epithets towards him. Corral told police the group was playing a game in which they would yell the word penis.
Yeah, the penis game.
The first person who refuses loses, he said. They decided to change the game to shouting the racial epithet, he said. I'm going to assume it was nigger. I sincerely apologize if we offended anyone, he told police, according to the affidavit. This was not our intention at all. We were acting dumb, idiotic, and childish, which is what college students do. Can anybody try to search up that video just to find out what they were yelling?
Probably niggers.
So you're going to take me to court if I see a guy with a leaf blower and go, "Hey, Spigot, how much for mowing my lawn?"
Yeah, like
God,
that
fuck
is
Connecticut.
That is a free speech thing, and of course, there's a statement that says it is supportive of our core value to pursue accountability, though through due process for an egregious assault on our community that has caused considerable harm. Harm to what?
What fucking harm is it
Words
caused?
don't cause harm, you fuckstick.
To what? The oxygen they breathed in to shout things? Like, I'm grateful for the university's collective effort in responding to this incident, especially the hard work of the Yukon Police Department, which has been investigating the case since it was reported.
Listen, sticks and stones may break your bones, but whips and chains excite me. Oh, wait, wrong phrase. Words will never hurt you. That's it.
Oh, and they're gonna hire now. They're announcing a nationwide search for a chief diversity officer at the school.
Oh my fucking.
Fucking course.
Diversity officer. Fucking seriously, why is this a thing? What the fuck?
Aren't you supposed to be searching up something for me? Oh, never mind. Elowen found it. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Some students are demanding racism and hatred be addressed after 2 students were arrested for allegedly shouting racial slurs through a campus parking lot.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Carolina Cruz is live at UConn's campus and stores where students are leading that charge. Carolina?
Especially students of color who say they know what it's like to be called the N-word, but they say that it's never happened to them in a place where they live.
Okay, so yeah, this would confirm it was in fact the N-word. Thank you, Elowen.
They were going down the street saying, nigga.
Disavow, just in case.
I didn't say it.
I
You can't say I said it. It was definitely not my voice.
Oh, I'll play the Niggers Bop song. I don't give a shit.
I think Lamar from GTA 5 says it best.
Says what? Yeah, wait. Says what best?
Oh, you haven't heard that? Nigga.
Oh yeah. Oh no! One of my favorite lines from that is when they're working for like the shitty Eddie Durka car dealer, and Lamar's like, and he starts saying that Michael's kid's being racist, and Lamar's just like, yo, you being racist? Who you calling a nigga? And the guy's just like, I'm not calling anyone a nigga. And Lamar's just like, wait, what the fuck?
Dude, the thing about
just
that is the very next mission you are charged with repoing the car with air quotes. That is not how you repo a car.
Yeah. Obviously. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. He's like, who you calling a nigga? I ain't calling anyone a nigga. What? Wait, what the fuck? Just that moment of shock. It's like, wait, what the fuck? He actually said it.
Wow, I'm getting an advertisement for a genuine kendo stick.
What the hell's a kendo stick?
It's a stick.
It's a bamboo. A kendo stick is a bamboo. It's a simulated sword. A lot of times, kendo, or a lot of times, a kendo stick. What can be considered a kendo stick is like a practice sword that makes more noise than pain.
I saw them at that was like FYE in the mall. They were like $20 for a wooden sword. It was stupid. Or was it 25?
Prices haven't gone up in 20 years.
I made one myself. It's a crappy one, and I need to make a better version because my. I think if I have a go at it again, I should actually measure.
You think?
Tape measures are for idiots. Or people who aren't just dicking around with a bunch of wood.
I'm gonna get out of here. Come on. There's an X right there. Let me hit it. Fuck. Alright, so this last story is gonna make me angry because I've been waiting to see what's gonna happen with this.
Oh boy.
And I'm kinda angry. So Dallas jury grants mother sole custody of purported transgender 7-year-old child.
Oh my fucking god.
You've heard of people who can't agree if the sky is blue. These parents can't agree if their child is a boy or a girl.
No, one says that, listen, you can be whatever you want to be. Here's the boy girl clothes, here's the girl clothes. Oh, you want to wear the boy clothes? Okay, good. I mean, you are a boy, but okay. The other one's like, no, you're going to be fucking Luna. Your name is Luna. Here, wear this fucking dress.
All right, so to be fair, before we get too far into this is a subject that we have talked before, and a lot of the arguments we've already had before, so just be aware.
Yeah, I'm probably going to say the same things.
Yeah, and my disclosure, not every LGBTQ person is terrible, but this court case in particular, I've been watching, and now there's a conclusion to it.
Well, the thing is, the big argument on this story is there is no LGBT person here.
No, there isn't. The mother basically says he is one, and he's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the
And
mother
I hate
forces
that the
it
courts-
because the mother is good friends with a lesbian sex therapist who's also a pediatrician for some goddamn reason.
Seriously, don't you tell your boys that only monsters only eat men or boys, or I forget how she phrases it.
Yeah. I just... Basically, for the past week, jurors have been sitting through a family court trial between Younger and George Gulish, I don't fucking know how to pronounce that, who argued over whether their 7-year-old son, James, has gender dysphoria, and if
No,
so,
he fucking doesn't.
whether they should
He's
show
7.
their parental love to him by taking the approach of affirmation or one of watchful waiting. Today, the jury decided to give sole managing conservatorship of the parents' 2 twin sons to the woman, a pediatrician who contended that James is transgender and should be affirmed by allowing him to wear dresses and taking him to school as a girl named Luna.
You know, I'm pretty sure females wear blue jeans all the time too. So you're just making it go, no, women wear dresses.
So the father had contended that James is not transgender and is happy being a boy, and that a social transition or subsequent medical transition would not be in his best interest. The mother filed a request with the court to modify their joint custody by requiring the father to follow the recommendations of the therapist to affirm James by calling him by the name Luna.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, you can tell just from the fucking name Luna alone that this was not a fucking decision made by the boy. This is the same. I can guarantee you this is the same shit that it is in all these fucking transgender child cases. It's these fucking mothers, others who are angry and pissed off that they didn't have, are angry and pissed off at their ex-husband, so they're making their son into the daughter that she actually wanted.
Yeah.
And here's my problem: some people
sons.
are probably going to take this, and the freaking sickos out there are going to go, well, he has a gender preference. Obviously, he can be consenting to sex. And
No, and when I was keeping up with this case, when the son is actually given a choice, he wants to be James.
yeah,
Just like his brother.
But his fucking psychopathic mother is fucking forcing him on this shit. What do you know? Oh, once again, and if there's the same saying. A transgender child is like a vegan cat. Everyone knows who's making that fucking decision.
Yep.
And this is fucking child abuse in the highest fucking order.
just like cats can't be vegan,
this fucking
children do not.
And this fucking detestable cunt is going to destroy her fucking son's life. And in the statistically likely chance that her son is going to kill himself by the age 16, and she's then going to fucking try to claim victim for this shit when she's the one who fucking caused this shit. Fuck this cunt. I want this bitch dead.
Yeah, like, for once, I really wish they'd fix that court bias towards the mother so that, the dad would have had a fighting chance.
How the fuck did this even make it through court? Who the fuck? Where was this court? Where did this take place again?
It's Texas.
Austin.
Texas. How in the fucking Texas did this happen?
Because like I said earlier, Austin is pretty left.
Apparently, the assholes in California turned their state into a shithole and like, damn, this place sucks. I'm moving over here where it's better, and then started passing the same shit over there.
No, Austin has been left since before that.
Yeah.
I do know shitty people have moved out of California and are trying to make wherever they move to the same shit. Like, no, it's not my policy that's the problem. They're stupid. No. People didn't starve under. People's fault.
Yeah,
What?
This shit. So, people who do this shit with children are fucking psychopaths. They need to either be fucking thrown into the wacky basket or my preferential method, lined up against a wall and shot.
So, CNN, a piece of importance of journalism, featured next to article examining Trump's eating habits.
Why do you give a shit about how the man eats? He's not eating fucking babies like Hillary Clinton is. Why do you care?
It's Babylon Bay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is. And
see, it's too close to freaking... They would come out with this.
You know the sad thing is I've actually is you know what on it was MSNBC. What they were actually talking about was Donald Trump eating fried chicken with a knife and fork. And on the little scroll at the bottom is just like 18 killed in drone strike in Pakistan.
Okay, the fact that Trump eats chicken with a knife and fork, he is absolutely a monster for doing that.
Oh yeah. Eating fried chicken with a knife and fork should be an impeachable offense. Let's be honest. But
okay. So fuck. Why is this website suddenly really hard to read? What is this? What the fuck?
Do you need me to read it again?
Oh no, I fixed it. So yeah, a piece promoting the importance of journalism and defending the profession as a noble guardian of democracy was featured on CNN's website Friday, right next to an article examining President Trump's eating habits in great detail. The opinion article went on for nearly 2,000 words, calling journalists America's last hope and labeling President Trump's attacks on the press as dangerous and unprecedented. Meanwhile, the piece on Trump's eating habits described in detail the Big Mac he had for lunch on Friday, what kind of beverage he ordered, and how many of the fries he finished. Unbelievable. The president of the free world just asked for extra ketchup on his Big Mac. I don't believe we want to live in this kind of a country. Well, yeah, you don't put ketchup on a Big Mac. Fuck that. The breathless editorial began, what kind of a dystopian nightmare is this where the president can supersize his fries and drink? I keep
Wait, where can you still supersize?
Nowhere, because that stupid supersize me bullshit that no one's ever been able to replicate.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'm going to wake up, but the nightmare continues.
Wake me up inside. Sorry.
CNN's presidential diet specialist penned the piece waxing eloquent on waxing footprints on the exact way that Donald Trump munched on his fries and describing in gruesome detail the grease dripping from his fingers. Good journalism is how we're going to combat this idea that the media is fake news, he said of the article, and I'm going to do that and be continuing to write about everything Trump consumes, from burgers and fries to those little pretzel bites with the peanut butter inside.
Dude, combos are awesome. I love pizza flavored combos.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. You know what? That just made me want a Big Mac. Anybody want to donate to my Big Mac fund?
That would be streamlabs.com/blindgirl1.
Yeah, and if it makes you feel better, Canadian money isn't even real money. So it's like you give blind girl $15 for a Canadian Big Mac or a pack of smokes, and that's like $5 in real money.
I do like the TikTok I saw earlier today saying you can tell who the strippers are in Canada because they have loonies and toonies and not paper money. So the strippers are the ones with the loony and toonie size brews.
Yeah, okay, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the stream. Those are words of wisdom from Green Thunder. Take it away, Trucker. Oh no. Is Trucker not here? Trucker, it's 9 o'clock. Why are you not talking?
There's two truckers and both of them are muted.
And why did my mouse just stop working?
My bad.
Where's my mouse?
My bad.
I mute both of yourselves so you can give your speech epically.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Pumpkin Trucker. Almost Daily Dash Cam starting again Thursday morning, 8 a.m. ish, give or take. Going to Springfield, Pennsylvania, usual place. Till then, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., come on over to Green Thunder D Mighty's channel for another episode of The Insane Deviants. Just a bunch of people hanging out, BSing, talking, having fun. Then at 5 p.m., going on over to Opinionated Scotsman's channel for another episode of Failing at Reading News at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern, come on back over here for another episode of Blind Trucking. 7:30, come on back over here for another episode of Blind Trucking. You'll find Blind Girl, you'll find Mr. Misanthropic, Green Thunder, myself. One thing you'll definitely hear Blind Girl say,
how do you fucking never remember that at 7:30 on Wednesdays you go home that day? It's like the only day you get to go home and not sleep in your truck.
yeah, well, I forget what day it is. Give me a break.
Alright, bye everybody.
Time isn't real.
I can't say anything. So, earlier when Mom yelled at me, I said 1 minute and then said my thing. I forgot that I was supposed to go in there.
Oh my god, how do I stop this stream? It's not responding. Wow. Okay, this might take a minute.
Hey, folks, we're glad you came.
Yeah, man.
Try the
Ops
bill.
is
I
just
hear it's
frozen.
extra good.
I'm surprised it kept streaming while it was frozen. Aha, there we go.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Oh god.